Okay, so this is a break and retest course. Okay, this is a break. Okay, and retest strategy. Alright, strategy, right? That's a break and retest strategy. How it works is simply what I've just said. Is to work with the trend. Now, I told you if market wants to go up, it goes up, all right, and comes down, right? Now, this is making it a high, okay, and then we have now seen the market now goes up to break this high, all right. What we are expecting is that this high will be equals to a low, all right, which is the potential area of a low forming, so that we can now have, then we now enter here. So we have entered here now for the market to now go up, and then we are right. I don't know if you understand.
So, so based on this now,
Based on the law,
you study the market.
yes, you study the market that it has made a high.
So where the high meets the low.
Yes, after it must have been broken.
Or where the low meets the high.
Yes, we'll get to that. That's for downtrend. Now this is an uptrend. Remember, we said in an uptrend, market is supposed to make higher highs and then higher lows, right? Now we want to focus this higher low forming at this area. All right. Now we want to know where the higher low is going to form. Right. Now we have seen a high. That's an N. It looks like an N, right? We have seen a low. All right. It forms a V kind of here. All right. And then we have seen the market break this high, this very high over here. That's broken the high. And then we saw the market break the high and then retrace back to that area of this high. We are expecting, because that's market structure for you. We are expecting that around this area of this high is where the market is going to make a higher low. All right. Around this area of this high that was broken, the high must be broken. All right. This high that was broken is where the market is going to retrace to form a higher low and make another impulsive move. So before that impulsive move, since we are supposed to be catching impulsive move, the strategy, let me just write it. The strategy is about catching impulsive moves. Okay, impulsive moves. Okay, we are supposed to be catching impulsive moves. Okay, that's what the strategy is all about. And I told you that the market makes an impulsive move, retracement move, impulsive move, retracement move. So now, in order to catch an impulsive move, we need to see a high, all right, that has been broken by means of what we are seeing now. All right, and then we are seeing a retracement now. Usually, because of how market structure is, because of how repeatable this happens, all right, we see that it is usually at this area of this high that the market tends to turn and move up. It's repeatable. It's something that we have been. I told you that a strategy sets of repeatable rows. Okay, that's what we call a strategy. So because of the fact that we have seen this high has been broken, and because prior before now we used to see price come back to this high, it can break it to quite right. The remaining 40% of the time it can be breaking, but 60% of the time, from what we have back tested and what we are going to be back tested, we are going to see that the market will respect this high to form a low. So what do we see? First of all, we saw, let me label, we saw a high, right? We now saw a break of that high, a break of H, right? Break of that high by this, and then we now saw a retracement arrow to that high, arrow H, that's retracement high, retracement to that high, to this high. This for an uptrend, and then we now saw an impulsive move, an I. So we have to catch this impulsive move. So once we see the retracement to this high, I will tell you what you should look for at this area so that you can catch this impulsive move. That's how simple the strategy is. So on a downtrend, I think you are following, all right? Sure, all right. So now on a downtrend, remember we say downtrends, the characteristic, that's the market structure or characteristic for a downtrend is that the market make sets of lower highs and lower lows, right? Now, the market has made a low. We're expecting to see a low that is lower than this low. I told you lows look like V, right? Now, what are we hoping to see? A break of this low. All right, a break of this low, and then a retracement to this low to form a high. So we are now taking the impulsive move from this high that is forming in the region of this low. So now let me just explain how it is being said in forex. We call this a support. All right. Now a support has been broken. All right, and then we saw a retracement back to that support area, which is the area of this low. Now what are we expecting? We expected that because this is a market structure for downtrend from repeatable patterns that we have seen in the past that I'm showing you now. We have seen that this is a market structure for a downtrend. So what should we be doing here? Is to sell. What should we be doing here? Is to buy, right? Because we know that a high has been broken. Market closed above this high, so we know it has been broken. Now market is retracing back to that area of that high. But what are we doing? Before this buy happens, we are already here. That's why I told you we are forecasting based on repeatable patterns, right? That has an edge, not just repeatable patterns that have what? An edge. So that's what it is. So on a downtrend, we saw market make a low, which is otherwise called a support. All right, that looks like a V, right? Now market is breaking this our support zone, which happens to be a V, to now form an N. So whenever a V is broken, it becomes an N. So whenever an N is broken, it becomes a V. That's just how simple we should understand this whole thing. So in an uptrend, we should be looking for NV patterns. Okay, NV patterns for uptrend. I like to keep things simple. NV patterns for uptrend. Understand? So if you do it like this, we could say, okay, this one has been broken. Retrace to do a V, right? So in a downtrend, we should be looking for what? Let me see if you are following. In an uptrend, we are looking for an NV pattern. Good. So in a downtrend, we are looking for a V and then N pattern. So when a V is broken, the market retraces back to